Hello everyone, Daniel here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Sabretooth number 5. This is the final issue of this series. I just caught up on the series yesterday, and let me tell you, this has been quite a ride. I did a review for issue 1 if you want to know the premise. This follows up from the events of Hoxpox when Sabretooth was just kind of thrown in the pit for his crimes. So we finally get a payoff to that story all the way back from House of X, Powers of 10. But let's take a look at the creative team before we get into the story. We have the story is written by Victor LaValle with art by Leonard Kirk, colors by Rain Beredo, letters by Cory Petit. We have a beautiful cover by Ryan Stegman, JP Mayer, and Frank Martin, and also a variant cover by Maria Wolf, who's one of my favorite cover artists at the moment. In this issue, all things must end. But how? Sabretooth has changed Krakoa, but has Krakoa changed him? No one gets away clean in this story, and maybe there are first fates even worse than the pit. So yeah, if you spoilers for issues 1 through 4, if you're not familiar, after Sabretooth was thrown in the pit, he was given the chance to at least have his conscience, and somehow through that process, he made this little realm in Krakoa in his mind. He had been told that no more mutants would be sent into the pit after him. This was, of course, then not true, as 5 new mutants, which we meet in this story, were also sent into the pit. Together, they plan to escape using the help from some of the mutants on the outside, and that's kind of where everything picks up in this story. It's really good, though. If you haven't read it, I really recommend you go read it. So let's take a look at some preview art as I talk more about this story. One of the things I love about the art, and I'll start there with Kirk and Beredo's work, how dynamic it is. If you're going to be drawing Sabretooth, you have to make it look cool. You have to make it look savage. I mean, he's one of those characters that that's really his whole personality, right? In this issue, we start here with Krakoa. Something happened, a big event happened, which threatened Krakoa, so Krakoa had to drain the energy of a lot of the mutants that were around. That's why everyone's unconscious. This provided the perfect cover for Sabretooth to finally escape from the pit. As we can see here, he does not without running into obstacles at first. As we see here, he does run into Mystique and Destiny, but Destiny, as a precog, actually believes that it's better to just let him go. So that's kind of where the story goes. Now we do go back to the other mutants that are in the pit, and these mutants have really interesting powers. I really recommend you go back and check the story for really a lot more background on them. But yeah, they are now being tasked by Doug to go help Krakoa and go try to stop Sabretooth. So will they be able to do it? No one knows. This is the story here. I will say my only one complaint about this issue, and this is probably more on the editorial side. Uh, Although this book has a resolution, it also leaves some big threads hanging. I think they were going to announce a new series, I'm sure, pretty soon, if they haven't already, which will continue the rest of some of this story. So even though some things do get resolved here, and very, like I said, the story is very, very well told. I think this should have just been an ongoing series. If you have more story to tell, just keep it as an ongoing series. But obviously, miniseries are easier to collect. They sell better. #1 issues make more money. So I understand why it's being done on the business side, but unfortunately, to me, that affected the art of it a little bit. But other than that, this book was excellent. I love this. This series was one of the best things out of the X-Men office that we've had in a long time. And you guys know how much I love the X-Men stuff, so that should tell you something. So yeah, there you have it. Thanks for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Sundays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned because we have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff. So as always, thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.